In today's video, we're going to talk about how we 2939 has won this KvK along with our campmate 2648 in the new Heroic Anthem KvK format, as well as how we were actually destroying one of the kingdoms that we fought against. There's a whole drama against it, and now I'll give you all the screenshots for it. So stick around for all the information that you need to know about this KvK, the latest Heroic Anthem remastered KvK for that we just fought in. But what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Shinomusu Gaming here, and today, as you guys might have already know, we went into KvK Kingsland, I think about 15 hours ago. Yeah, about 0 UTC. Right now it's 13 UTC, so no, 15 UTC. My bad. But yeah, we have fought in KvK Kingsland for a while, and I think the entire KvK was over within the first 9 hours, and we just kind of went into burning different flags thereafter. But yeah, we won the KvK. Congratulations to us, 2939, as well as our campmate 2648, and also our campmate here, our alliance 1770, as well as 1234 for winning this KvK. And the way that the KvK played out is actually how we were actually securing these 2 passes, and then the enemies were securing these 2 passes. And 2939, our alliance's goal was to actually cut into the water, which is our main opponent that we fought throughout this KvK from the beginning to the end. And our purpose was to actually break into their territory and then cut off all of their passes connecting to the Kingsland, which we thought was possible. And towards the end of yesterday's fight, let me just go ahead and yeah. So from the live stream, during our live stream, we were able to actually fight all the way up to here, which was very close to the passes that I was fighting against. So this kind of was where we were when I left the stream 4 hours into the KvK Kingsland fight. And then now it looks like this, where 2939 has successfully cut off all of the water camp. And our allies were actually able to fight against the enemies from the 14M2, which is the 2314 on this side right here on the Kingsland, while we were fighting against 2558 on the bottom side, try to cut everything off. We were successfully able to cut off 2558 around I think 7 hours into the Kingsland, 6 or 7 hours into Kingsland. My local time, the Kingsland started about 5 p.m. and then around midnight, around 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. I captured this pass over here, and then I captured this pass over here with my rally, and then I fell asleep intentionally, right? I put a garrison in here after capturing and then burning all those city alliance fortresses, and then I put my best garrison here. And then I basically went off to sleep. And then when I woke up, it looks like our allies, at the time that I did go to sleep, the enemy actually did already surrender. So it wasn't really much. So our allies did burn all the way to the pass over here. And then it looks like water's completely out of Kingsland, like completely, right? And then our storm camp has basically got this side of the ziggurat all the way around. Fire camp, looking at that, just gave up after a bit because they weren't able to push into Earth Camp too much either way. And then now that we were looking to actually join the fight, they were like, okay, well, let's not just fight. So I think from my view, for a person who slept for the last 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, that's how it played out. I don't know if there's something else to it, but yeah, so that's how the KvK has played out. So most for the rest of like 20-something days that is left until we actually leave this KvK map, we're most likely gonna work on just wiping out their alliance fortresses on this area right here, in the zone, what do you call it, zone 6, zone 7, and make sure that we can get as much things as possible. But KvK is over. We have, as far as what I know, we have stopped tracking the kill points and deaths and whatnot from there onward. So I think we should be good in terms of all the things that we needed to do for this Kingsland for us to determine between us and our allies at Earth Camp to determine which side gets a star and everything at the end of the day. And here's the interesting part. When I actually finish towards like 2 a.m. in the morning, that's when we finished basically fighting 2558, which was one of our main enemies that we were fighting as 2939. That was actually the main enemy that we were fighting at 2939. And apparently their king actually sent out a kingdom-wide mail in Russian. Obviously, I don't read Russian. And someone actually Google Lensed it, and it says MW39. I think that's the king's name. And then today is the end of the kingdom. I was like, what? You guys just lost one KvK. We lost so many KvKs before this. And apparently they have lost this KvK and they're ending their kingdom. so I'm not too sure what's going on there. But they said, I don't understand what a bad situation we found ourselves in. And just granted that this is actually through Google Lens and we don't know exactly how this actually plays out in Russian, which was the original language, or at least I think that was Russian. It says, I don't understand what a bad situation we found ourselves in, and it was you who chose this KvK. Interesting. So the king is blaming the members that they chose the new Heroic Anthem KvK format, which is interesting. Not really the vibe that you want from a king, to be really honest with you. But okay. And now as the king of the kingdom, I announce its final closure, and everyone must sleep, otherwise zeroing. Everyone must sleep, otherwise zeroing. Okay. I don't accept that 10 or 15 players will destroy their accounts for the sake of the kingdom, and rest go raise battle points. Okay. I don't know if I understand the bottom one sentence. I don't accept, like, I don't think that's really the important part, but I think the whole point is that, man, we killed the kingdom unintentionally. We really didn't mean to kill 2558. And obviously, I think they had the biggest power in this KvK. We'll go over in a second, but like, yeah, they had the highest power amount going into this KvK, and they had much more kill points than we did. So I don't know what's the situation there, but yeah, they lost the KvK, and it was disappointing. Honestly, yeah, I kind of understand, because I think 2558 and 2314, which were the main enemies that we were fighting against, the water camp that we were fighting against, wasn't really fighting well in this KvK. Whenever we fought in the zone 4, zone 5, obviously we were ahead of them, but they actually ran away from field fights a lot, which is why it was kind of too easy for us to control the zone 5. And we didn't even get that much kill points just because of the fact that they were running away a little too much, right? And then I think, Kingsland, they fought really well. Like, not gonna discredit them for not fighting or anything like that. Yeah, in Kingsland, they fought really, really hard. And I think what they were hoping for was obviously have their campmates fire push into Earth Camp completely. And they were doing that really well. Like, they were fighting against Earth Camp. They were the leading ones on the fire one, despite the fact that they don't have zone 5, which means that they're missing a lot of buffs and the crystal text maybe in general. So, but yeah, Fire Camp was pushing Earth pretty hard in Kingsland. But yeah, the moment that we actually captured this one, like this pass over here, one of the main alliances that were in this 8 kingdom KvK. There's only 8 kingdoms in this KvK, right? So if we cut this pass off, then obviously it becomes all of a sudden 5v3 in a KvK that we were already winning. So I think Fire at that point kind of gave up, and then we burned everything into this area so that we cut off 2 kingdoms. Now it's 4v2. And obviously they weren't able to push too much into Earth land. They were winning, but not necessarily kind of beating them to the ground like we were against the water camp. And it apparently, it apparently disappointed the king enough so that they're gonna disband their kingdom. Again, I'm sorry, 2558. The members of 2558 who fought really well. There were obviously good members that were in that kingdom that did fight really well. And I do feel sorry for you guys for, unfortunately disbanding. And I feel in part responsible because I was the main rally lead for the entire KvK, for the entire camp. So it kind of feels like I'm the one who kind of dealt the last finishing blow on their kingdom. Which was not intentional, right? Like, if you look at some of those, yeah, I'm the one who's rallying MW58 all the time. And yeah, all those reports are from MW58. So I feel like the blood's kind of on my hands. I really didn't mean to. And yeah, sorry, 2558, how it played out. You guys fought really well in Kingsland, especially. Yeah, we were kind of like not happy with how you were able to fight in previous zones, but yeah. Yeah, we were really happy to see you guys actually fight in the Kingsland. You guys fought really well. So the members of 2558, I wish you guys the best luck and how you guys find the next kingdom. Good luck. Hopefully, it doesn't play out like the way they did for this KvK. Obviously, it's not fun for everyone that you guys are not focusing on fighting here and there. But yeah. Well, it sometimes in some of those KvKs, you don't get the field control as much as you really hope for at the end of the day. So yeah, it is what it is. In terms of my own progression, I have reached 5 billion kill points. You can see that my power is down to 72 million, and I have a lot of debts. Like I have 2 million debts. Well, luckily I'm gonna get 1 million back, but yeah, 2 million is a lot. So what happened was I had to swarm a lot of those flags just because of the fact that they were just, in Kingsland you really need to swarm the flag, and otherwise, like you're gonna waste everyone's time, and time is more important than anything else. I think everyone in our camp understood that. So the reason why all my reports look so amazing for my rallies. You can see that it's like everything's like 400% except for a couple of them, like this one and this one. It's probably because it's Gorga Tokugawa. It's not trading as well as other ones. And also I was getting swarmed, I guess. But all of them ended up burning them, like almost 99%. 90% of them ended up burning each and every one of their flags. And they're anything that basically happened in Kingsland. So this is not Kingsland, I'm assuming. Oh, this is Kingsland. Okay. So anything that happened in Kingsland turned out really well. Is that really all Kingsland or? Okay. Yeah, anything that happened in Kingsland turned out really well after a certain point because we started swarming the heck out of it, right? And then that's how we won the KvK, and that's how we won the Kingsland. So yeah, and as you enter Kingsland, if you have marches, if you have troops, you really need to fill, reinforce, and swarm the flags. And that's how I felt after fighting this KvK. And that's what happened to me. And that's why I have 2 million dead troops. Not to say that I had a lot of troops to enter this KvK to begin with, but I started off with 90 million power. And I trained a lot in this KvK because of the new KvK system that allowed you to transfer some of your research and building speedups to training speedups. So yeah. And yeah, I have 2 million deaths. Oh, let's just go ahead and check the leaderboards. I am at 167th place in kill points. And then I am on 64th place for death points. I am 281 place for heal points. So overall, 85 million kills, about 50 million deaths. So in terms of trade ratio, I've done really well. I haven't really had that much chance for me to get the field kills. You can see that I have not even reached 20 million for many reasons. For one, Zone 5 fights were very short. When we did the Zone 5 fights, like it ended like instantly almost. And then we only got one otter fight here. So that was unfortunate. In Kingsland, I gained about in Kingsland, yeah, I gained about 10 million kills in that short time. But yeah, it was I didn't really have that many chances to actually participate in field fighting too much. And also at the same time, I'm actually rallying. So a lot of my troops are actually heading to either rallying and garrisoning. So yeah, so that's most of the reasons why I haven't gotten that much kills. I think my last KvK, although it was really tough for us because our field wasn't as strong, I was able to actually just one true rally with my Attila Subutai, and then I actually stuck to the field a little more, and then I got 40 million kills on the last KvK. But yeah, this KvK we weren't able to get that much field fighting except for the Kingsland fight, and we swarmed. So I got down to I think like 2 marches at the end. I barely have 2 marches that I can actually run while I'm rallying and garrisoning at the same time. I see that by like infantry, I have like 245,000 left. Oh my god! And then I think cavalry, I think I have about like a 1 full march left. Not even 1 full march. I have 305,000. No, 360,000 left. And Archer, I have like 340,000 left. And Archer really did carry me throughout the KvK for kill points as well as kills. But my kingdom doesn't really care about my kills at the end of the day because I rally a lot. And that's what I'm here for. I rally and I kill each of the flags. I kill each of the alliance fortresses, and yeah, everyone knows that I'm here. And to be really frank, I don't even take that much power into placing us into higher seed or anything like that too. So that's good at the end of the day. And for those of you who are wondering, this is a seed kingdom KvK fight, and you guys might be wondering, oh, like your balls seem pretty small for a seed KvK. That's because this new alliance Hero Anthem format actually only put 2 kingdoms into each camp, which is rare for A to B seed KvK. This is actually A and B seed kind of combined KvK, where one of the A camp A seed kingdom will actually pair up with one of the B seed kingdom, and then will kind of form a camp of their own in the new matchmaking system. And so every single camp that are in this kingdom are AC, B seed, AC, B seed, AC, B seed, AC, B seed. So yeah, that's why the ball probably didn't look as large as like things like that you see on 1093 KvKs. So yeah, this is still a seed KvK. We are kind of mid to low seed AC KvK kingdom at the end of the day. So just in case those people wonder what seed we are, because I've seen that question raise up a lot during our live stream. So just wanted to kind of clear that out for everyone. And in terms of the total kill points and everything that we saw, so this is Hero Scroll. This is one of the software that you can actually look up on Google, and this is apparently how our kingdom tracks the kill points and everything. So let's just go ahead and take a look at some of the statistics that happened as well. And look at that. So we are win camp. So we are those 2 kingdoms over here. And the fire camp, I think, was maybe the strongest kingdom on this, right? In terms of kill points, Firecamp did get a lot of kill points. I think DKP wise, they one of the kingdoms in Firecamp 2885 has gained 32.5 billion DKP by themselves. So they did really, really well. But they're not the winners of the winners of the Kingsland at the end. They allied up with Water, unfortunately, and then we won against Water, Earth Camp, and Wind Camp together as one the Kingsland at the end of the day. So yeah, the DKP wise, Fire Camp is actually sitting at 39.5 billion, which I think is the highest KP that they have. And then we're right below it. We're at 25.1 billion DKP for our Kingdom 2939, and our allies 2648 is sitting at 13.5 billion. So we're at 38.6 billion DKP. Again, a very small difference between them and us, about less than a billion DKP at the end of the day. So yeah, we're right below them in terms of the entire camp's DKP, which is good. And then the Earth camp, which is our ally, comes next, which is sitting at 35 billion DKP total. Again, 39, 38, 35 in that order. And then Water Camp, which was our main enemy, is currently sitting at 27.7 billion kill point, DKP points. So yeah, so it goes in the order of Fire, Wind, Earth, Water in terms of the DKP level. In terms of Des, we have about, I think Fire is sitting at 5.2 billion Des. That is a lot of Des. And then Earth is actually second. Actually, is it Earth? Is it Earth? Huh. Wait, is the Des actually by the KvK? No, I think the gains, you have to only take a look at the gains for this, because this is the Des in total, right? Okay, so the Fire Camp actually is sitting at about, I think, 270 million Des. And then I think we were second, yeah, because our Kingdom chat have told us that we are second in Des. Okay, so throughout this KvK, we have gained about 218 million Des, which is our second, which makes us second, I think. And then I think the Earth camp is about 207 million Des. And then Water's Des is actually might be the highest, 270. Yeah, Water's Des is actually the highest. Again, kind of, I'm kind of responsible for that as a main rally lead for the kingdom and the camp. I'm the one who actually contributed to most of those deaths at the end of the day. So my bad, Water. So yeah, in terms of our Des, among the winners, I think we have the highest Des, highest DKP. So we have a good chance of winning this star at the end of the day. Again, the DKP wise, we're ahead by our campmate by 3 billion, I think. And then even Des, we have like 10 million more or so, 15 million more. So yeah, so hopefully our diplomacy, I don't know how the diplomacy is going to run out, but maybe we can actually win the KvK star at the end of the day. I think throughout the KvK, we didn't get as much fight as we did for in the Kingsland against our main enemy here at Water. So that was the biggest kind of worry for us. We're like, okay, well, we're dominating them on the field. We're dominating them at every aspect, but we are not really getting that much fight. So we're worried that we're not going to get enough DKPs, kill points, Des at the end of the day. It turns out that they did give us a lot of fight in the Kingsland, and we actually surpassed our allies at Earth Camp in terms of DKP, Des, and whatnot. So yeah, We have a good chance of winning this ziggurat. I think I'm not going to speak too much about the stars going to be distributed against each other, because I'm not in the kingdom leadership. I'm just a rally bot at the end of the day. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I needed to cover about this KvK. Kudos for our camp mates, 2939, which is our kingdom, as well as 2648 for big shout out for them fighting really, really well in this KvK. I think 2939 has proven themselves a lot, as well as 2648. I think we had the best B-Sit kingdom in this KvK, which is awesome, which is one of the reasons why we have won. So our partner, 2648, you guys did an awesome job. Thank you so much for fighting so well. And kudos for our allies, EarthChem 1770 as well as 1234, which has held up really well against FireCamp, despite them being really powerful in Kingsland. I know that they were just overwhelmingly strong, but while we were actually destroying Water Camp's stuff, yeah, I'm glad that you guys were able to hold it so that we could actually delete everything, and then now we have won the KvK. Big shout out to Watercam 2558. I'm sorry about what happened. I kind of feel like the blood's on my hands. I do apologize for whatever damage that our kingdom or myself has caused. Yeah. I'm sorry. 2314, you guys fought really well as well. So kudos for you guys. And Firecamp, I know that you guys have fought the hardest, it looks like, in terms of DKP points. And I don't know about deaths, because I think it looked like you guys didn't die as much as Watercamp. So yeah. So you guys fought really well. Good luck in your next KvK 3057 as well as 2085. It was a lot more fun than I thought, honestly, because into Zone 5 we thought this just was going to be one-sided, but as we entered Kingsland, it was pretty damn good fights here and there, even against Watercamp at the end of the day. So I enjoyed fighting this KvK really, really well, and hopefully we get the star. Who knows? Kingdom leadership, diplomacy all the way. So I mean, we're leading in DKP and this. So hopefully it works out for all of us, and then we get that star at the end of the KvK. And I need that star. I need the star to make sure that I get enough conquest coins so that I can get everything that I need for my infantry, which is lacking a lot of equipment at the end of the day. So again, this concludes our KvK in terms of all the fights, as far as what I know. Hopefully there's no issues with our campmates in discussing the rewards at the end of the day. But we have fought really well as 2939. Thank you so much for watching. I know a lot of you have supported me throughout the live streams and everything. Really, really appreciate you guys actually coming all the way to just watch me fight at the end of the day. Like I sometimes am. I'm not in like 1960. I'm not those fighters who like fight really, really well in 1960. I sometimes just wait around and is there a rally marker for me? Okay, cool. I'll just go in a rally. I'm literally a rally bot, for our kingdom. And then it may not be fun for you guys to actually watch me play this game, but you guys did, and you guys are awesome. And thank you so much for watching. And if you guys did enjoy today's video, please go ahead and drop a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And if you're already subscribed, and if you actually enjoy these contents, and if you want to find more ways for you to engage with our live chat during our live streams, you can feel free to consider joining our membership, which is only $3 per month, $2.99 to be exact. And you get special perks like special emojis that I made for you guys and all during the live stream. And yeah, this was an exciting chapter of 2939. I know that we have lost like last 3 KvKs that I played, and our group was really devastated. But yeah, the fact that we are thriving in this new KvK format, I think it's awesome, and we're really enjoying the fights at the end of the day. All right, if you guys haven't checked out my latest video, please do so. And with all that said, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and see you all in the next video. Peace.